Currently, I'm on the corner of Parthenia and Van Alden here in Northridge, California. We're about maybe 20 minutes or so away from downtown Los Angeles. I want to get your attention over here to this wall. April 15th, 2023. 37-year-old Juan Lopez-Suarez, who would go around the neighborhood painting graffiti to make a couple dollars on the side. Now, on that date, his daughter had a birthday that was coming very soon. He wanted to buy her a nice cake. So he went out to work to see if any of these business owners wanted the graffiti on their buildings removed. So he's painting this wall right here, and three of his buddies are just standing around talking to him as he's working, when a man in a white Toyota Camry came up here, pulled up, and took exception to Mr. Suarez painting over this graffiti. This man pulls out a gun and starts shooting. Shot everybody standing right here. And as Mr. Suarez was painting the graffiti and he was shot multiple times in the chest, he dropped the paint, which, as you can see right there, and that is where he collapsed. 911 was called. Paramedics, police rushed the area. Mr. Suarez was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, eventually, I want to say right away, a suspect was quickly apprehended, one 24-year-old Jamal Jackson. And on the video that's on one of these businesses over here, there is video of the shooting, and there is video of Jamal Jackson applying the graffiti to the wall a few hours before he approached Mr. Suarez. So he was arrested, taken to Men's Central Jail, where he is currently charged with the murder of Juan Lopez-Suarez. Well, 2 months later after the shooting, one of the other three individuals who were shot succumbed to his injuries, one 69-year-old Benjamin Marin. So this clown killed two people right where I'm standing at, dropping the paint on the sidewalk because they were painting over his ganged graffiti. Now, the only evidence that you can see that anything like this even took place was there is a memorial that was laid out for him right over here. Now, there was candles around it at the time, but they are long since gone. So currently, Jamal Jackson, who was at the time 24 years of age, who had quite a bit of a criminal record, had a couple of domestic violences on his record, and at the time he was out on probation when he decided to kill two men for nothing but just painting over his graffiti. So he's at the Men's Central Jail. He's booked and charged with Mr. Suarez's murder. I don't know if he's been rebooked on the second murder. I don't know if they're gonna wait until the case goes to trial or they're gonna charge. I really don't know, but he has no bail and he's sitting at the Men's Central Jail in downtown Los Angeles, California. I have no idea why anybody in their right mind, I don't know if this guy was on drugs or drinking or whatever, this one of the stupidest murders I've ever heard of. Absolutely incredible. This is absolutely unreal. Because somebody's painting over your graffiti. I mean, hell, you could have waited until he painted it and then just went ahead and did it again. You could have had a little game with him, like he would come paint it and you would just wait until he was done and then come right in and paint it. You could have even painted it as he was painting it. It wasn't even, I don't understand. This is one of the most senseless murders I've ever heard about ever in my life. Anybody see that body shop across the street right here? This is the Mako Body Shop at 2520 Northwest Highway. And this body shop, they used to have an employee that worked here, and I would guess he was a pretty good employee for them. 31-year-old Juan Morgan Munoz. He used to work here, but he doesn't work here anymore because he's in jail because, well, he killed somebody. So back on June 15th of 2024, Mr. Munoz, it's about a little after midnight. Mr. Munoz, he calls the police here in Dallas and he says, hey, I was involved in an accident. So the police, they come down to this intersection and they pull into this body shop. Now, immediately when they're talking to him, they notice that his eyes are a little bit glassy, his speech is slurred, and he reeks of alcohol. And they also notice that his white BMW looks like it's received some kind of damage. And they also notice the windshield has a hole in it. And they can see that there's blood in and around the car, the windshield. And when they shine their flashlights inside, well, they see a severed human arm. Yeah, so this guy, about a mile from here, over off of Story and the I-35, he accidentally hit somebody. And that person is no longer with us. That person sadly lost their life because this guy was drinking and driving. The victim in this case is 48-year-old James Evan Rodriguez. So they arrested him and booked him for felony DWI and also collision involving death. Now, I don't know if at the time of this recording he is sitting in jail. He's more than likely probably bailed out. But this guy, this Juan Morgan Munoz, had 2 previous DUIs, one in 2018 in New Hampshire and one just the year previous over in Fort Worth, and he was on probation at the time of this incident. Back at the scene over there, when the police gave him a breathalyzer, he blew a .179, which is twice the legal limit. And when they took him to the Dallas County Jail, they had taken a blood sample from him, and he was, however, kind enough to let the officers know that he did a little bit of coke while he was at the Hooters restaurant. But he told the officers, he said, hey, I only had 1 Patron shot. Well, the lie detector BS meter in the cop's mind determined that that was not true. So eventually this guy, more than likely, because this being his 3rd offense and somebody died in this case, more than likely he's probably going to end up doing anywhere from 15 to 20 years in prison, all for him just not being able to not drink and drive. Okay, guys, I am out of here. I'm hitting the road. By the way, this has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with anything. But if you see that gas station across the street, right in the center of your screen right there, that is a gas station slash taco shop slash laundromat. Now, you know, if you live in Dallas and you need to wash your clothes, I could think of about 25 better places to wash your clothes. It's a little rough area right here. I mean, after all, we are on Harry Hines. And if you don't know about Harry Hines in Dallas, well, look it up. But you told me of another place that you could eat tacos, drink beer, and wash your clothes all in one shot, and you could do it 24 hours a day. So, yep. God bless Texas. Okay, guys, I am out of here. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Peace out.